Blitzers, hey, it's Ronan. Welcome back to the channel. We have update 8.4 dropped in today. I think some of you on Google Play don't have it yet. Sorry about that. We are going to review all these tanks on the channel down the road, but I'm going to start with the 53 TP. I haven't seen a review of one of the big channels on this yet, and I think it's a tank that is going to potentially be the Russian-style heavy tank of Tier 8, which is saying a lot given that there is a lot of competition for this. Let's jump into the setup. I realize it's a new tank. I am using my traditional repair kit and multi-purpose, and then the tungsten rounds allow you to have 20 seconds with a max roll, or the roll of 105 to 125. I did not use it in my game, but I will be using it going forward. It's got a nice advantage. Provision-wise, I recommend you use the Zurich, whatever the hell that is, the improved gear oil, which is going to give you some nice speed boost, and then also the improved fuel. I think you can skip the protective kit here. This is my ammo setup, and then the equipment. I think using the rammer, the enhanced gun laying drive, the refined gun are the key, and the rest are kind of the standard. Now the tank, and what does it have? It has really fantastic things here. The DPM is good, 1944, and look at the APC, the pen, 225, 265, and 61, and it shoots APCR versus heat, which I love, compared to the WZ 112-2, the Celestial. I find that APCR is much better in heavies. It also has Alpha 420 and APCR 360 and HE of 550, which is another huge advantage. Great aim time, 3.7, dispersion 0.33, that's great. And then it's got -8 gun depression, which really reminds me of the ST1, the tier 9 Russian heavy, which I love the tank. And it's a mobile tank. It's 40 forward, 16 reverse, 31 average, and power to weight 17 with the hull turn rate 42, and the turret is 24. Turret turn rate's not great, but the hull is terrific. So great parameters. Does it hold up? What we'll do here is do a quick review, 2 games. I'm going to go with Moxie's game first, and then myself, and then I'm going to jump in and compare it to the other tanks in the armor. So don't leave the video early if you want to see that. As I said, I haven't seen this reviewed. I did watch the game by His Royal Fatness, and HRF's video did show some of the things to use with the tank, and just showed how great it is. Great camo there, Moxie, that you chose. Love the camo. I am noticing this little dash on Moxie, and I'm wondering if they updated something, because I am using mobile, and that is the auto aim for PC, and I'm surprised that I see that on my screen. I've never seen it there before, so I will have to try to figure out what else they did in 8.4 that I wasn't aware of. We are in Winter Malinovka. Moxie's going to the, I guess, the heavy side here, and you noticed, it's a very, very heavy, 4 heavies, 4-on-4 heavies, so this is likely going to be where it is. Notice the cannon, that's a pretty good shot, 186 meters, and no problem to make that. I think Moxie is also using this position because you can go haul down here. I like to go to the windmill, honestly, but I think, this is kind of a personal choice on where you think the enemy's going to be. The 234 pushed past. If the 34 backs up, Moxie can get some shots into the site exactly as that. And you saw the 490 shot. That's a low roll there. I think with this tank, you are going to see Alpha at the 480 range frequently, and we'll take a look and see if the tungsten shells. Oh, that's what it is. That's the tungsten shell indicator. So that's why that little squidgy thing there. All right, well, good enough. I learned something. So you can see the timer there. You want to get 2 shots at the tungsten. So one key thing is, if you're going to use the tungsten shells, and by the way, Moxie's running both adrenaline and tungsten. Oh, I love that. Very aggressive setup. I like my repair kit with the suspension repair kit. I don't like getting stuck out there, but and then you use that repair kit. You kind of risk if your driver dies or something. But hey, I love the aggressive setup. Nice. This Tiger 2. This guy means well. He starts coaching Moxie later on. I looked him up. He has 600 and something battles. Listen, if you have 600 battles, you don't coach someone in a decent clan now, etc. You look at the Tiger 2. This tank is having a hard time. And this Tiger 2 is also, I didn't see this earlier, is also getting behind Moxie, which is just idiotic. Moxie realizes that movement is of the essence and gets out of dodge with the IS-5 and the Tiger 2 there. It's not falling apart yet, but it doesn't feel good. You can tell Moxie's got like 686 HP left. The other team is losing HP, but it's still not to a point where I would feel comfortable it's going wild here, especially with the HP there. Moxie takes a delayed shot. I think pressed the button just a second too late, and is now looking to see how to whittle them down. Again, -8 makes a big difference with this tank that can go haul down. I'll show you the armor. Go down for days. I mean, this tank's great. There's the 168. We all know that those tanks are weird, but they have good armor, a heck of a lot of hit points. And I actually don't really know how to say what to do here other than Tiger. If that Tiger had faced the 168, Moxie tries to go ahead and track him, doesn't successfully track. It's very hard to track the 168, just like the Mauschem. They are very difficult tanks to track. The Panther 2 is rushing our friendly Tiger there. Oh, what a beautiful shot. Right to the bush behind the dead Tiger 2. And now it's a 1-on-3, so we got Kalabanov time if it is pulled off. The IS-5 is very low HP. Can probably be high explosive almost anywhere. Let's see if Moxie goes for that. Let's see if that pokes out. Loses the spots. One nice thing is Moxie has the adrenaline set up. Oh, there's the IS-5, just shows his entire side. HE, easy clear, well played. There's one. 168 still has 600 some HP, which is about what Moxie has. This is when this annoying Tiger 2 just starts coaching. 665 battles. Shut up, dude. Anyway, Moxie didn't have time to mess with that. Beautiful shot there on the Panther 2. Again, that guy had no business poking over there. But now we got equal HP. The 168 has nice alpha. I think it's 460 alpha, so it's definitely 2 shots. Moxie needs to get this shot into the lower plate and does. It bounces, clutch bounce. In my game, I play this tank like 4 or 5 times. It bounces like crazy on the turret. The armor profile doesn't look insane or anything, but man, does this tank get some bounces. And that is the clear, a beautiful shot on the lower plate. 4,881, I think, was the damage. I didn't see any ramming, so that should be it. 4878. Made some serious coin as well, and made a lot of AP. Terrific game. Quite the, let's see the noob hater there. 699 battles, so he's a pro. Moxie, really well done. All right, now let's jump into looking at the tank versus its competition. So I think gentlemen from sort of our clan mentioned the right thing. This is a better version of the 112-2 Celestial. And if you look at it in the 252U, the king of the tier 8 heavies, the DPM is very similar. Whether for any of them. I love that this thing shoots APCR just like the 252U, and you can see that's very, very similar to the 252U. The HE pen's a tad lower than the 252U, but as I mentioned earlier, the alpha is higher, which is a huge advantage. So good, solid DPM and velocity. The weapon handling, this is where there's a terrific advantage for the 53 TP. You got 1.72 aim time, 0.362 dispersion. So that's better, significantly better, amazingly better aim time, and slightly better dispersion. I think that this is a huge game changer, especially with a -8 gun depression versus the 6 that you get with the traditional Russian heavies. It's fantastic. You do have a little bit less mobility than the Celestial, but I didn't notice it. The biggest difference, the Celestial has that 20 kph reverse speed. The engine power, or excuse me, power to weight, effective power to weight is very similar to the others. And in fact, it's a little bit better than the others. And so I think it will do a great job for us. Now, I want to compare the armor to the, on the left here, you're looking at the 112. This is a Celestial 2. This is our 53 TP. And what you're seeing right off the bat is the 53 TP is a little bit taller of a tank, kind of has a slightly higher silhouette. Their upper plates are very similar. You can see both upper plates are about 280. The Celestial has a lower plate of about a 180. Notice that you have this straight area there for the 53 TP. Right in the middle where you have about 200, depending on where it is. Actually, sorry, it's about 145. That area, that's your lower plate. It's your straight plate, actually. Your lower plate's fine because it's angled, so it's actually in the 170s. It's not a big space, but this space here, right in the middle, is where I will shoot this tank. If it is not hull down, that is a great hitbox there. Now, when it's hull down, you know, you're not going to be able to pen this thing. It's got terrific upper plate, minus in gun depression. Good luck pinning anything here. You're not going to pay that. You could pen the hatch. It's got a much bigger hatch. You know, hatches are pennable, obviously, especially in a medium or something. But that's it. Now, the side armor is worse than the Celestial for sure. You can see the Celestial has that beautiful little ring of spaced armor there that you do not have on the 53 TP. The side armor, side of the turret's about the same or a little bit worse, and the rear is the same. So what I'd say armor-wise, it's not better than the 112-2 or certainly the 252U. I think the 252U is going to have this thing with a good armor advantage. But as I just pointed out, there's a lot of nice benefits to the tank overall. And I would argue, based on my quick observation there, that it is the new king of, I'd say, of cup games. Now, why I don't think it's going to be the new king in tournaments is because Celestial, the 112-2 still has the speed, and the 252 troll armor just can't be beat. That armor is disgusting. The side armor is weird, and I think that it won't. This tank is more of a hull down. In tournaments, you don't really go hull down that often. I mean, it depends on the map. I mean, there are going to be maps where you can go, but if you're going to go really hull down, you could probably use, you know, like a shark or something like that. So I don't. To me, this is a better pub tank, but not a better tournament tank. Early on, my take on it. So I am playing this with HP Killer, who just joined our Clown Witch. Welcome, HP Killer. And we are in this factory thing. We called C. That's where they go. They were going. The 62 is annoying as hell. I wanted to see what this tank could do. I actually never really go here. I stay on the outside of this stupid factory. And you'll see why. This factory is just like it's like a morgue. There's just bodies everywhere in it, and it's a pain. Luckily, this team was particularly stupid. The T-54 Mod 1s saw me. I thought I was going to get pushed on by both, but only one came. There is a bounce. He shot my turret, I believe, which is not where you shoot this thing. You shoot lower. Very easy to pen the side and most of the front of the Mod 1. And you can see is another bounce here. I wanted to see if I could get penned by them, but I couldn't. His friend, I think, is still trying to cap, so not a big deal. That you can see, I can have with minus 8 gun depression, I can shoot him there at the neck, and that made it easy. They have a 53 TP pushing here. I think he gets a shot into me or something. And you know, you can kind of see the side and the side armor and the side turret armor. There's another bounce, by the way. It was very, very easy to dispatch with. This Tiger, I think, actually catches me on fire or something. If I'm not mistaken, maybe just depends, which surprised me. And then moves on. But the mobility of this tank, I am still at awe with, and you can really just move around like you would want to in a Russian heavy, but then you have some features that are not Russian heavy. I guess they're Polish heavy, which I really like. This is easy here with this Tiger. I needed to clear him quickly. As you can see, we got a good advantage here, but nonetheless, wanted to get to the other side. If you look over the other side of the map at D, they have 3 on 1 there, so we're going to lose that tank, and it'll end up being still a good advantage, but a 5 on 3 pretty quickly. They clear him, and there's a 5 on 3. At this point, I could have hung back, and the 62 that was chirping here in chat was right, that we could have won by points and made them come to us. But what's the fun in that? It's not like this is a life or death game here. I wanted to get some damage and see what the tank could do. But again, yes, 62 would have been smart to aim back in the factory and wait for them. Nonetheless, you can see with minus 8 gun depression, you can use these hills all day long. And that's one of the toughest things with minus 6. You really can. You got to be careful with the hills. Watch this shot. This is a good gun. I think Fatten is called a troll. Or derpy. I did not think it was derpy at all. I find it to be about as good as I'd expect on a heavy. Honestly, I loved it. I knew I was going to take a shot here in the rear. You got to be careful with the rear of this tank. You could get a high explosive, if you will, from any big gun, because your rear armor is actually trash. keep that in mind that was not a good move. HP Killer was doing a great job. You can't really see it. He wasn't around me, but he got like everyone in the other team gave him a worthy. So he was doing some good work there. I don't know what the hell I just shot there. But you could see the armor profile, the 53 TP there. Even though I was talking about that hitbox earlier in the kind of the middle plate, sure as heck wasn't easy to hit there. So there it is. Look at the middle plate. I hit it there easily. You just got to know where to aim. The coloring's a little bit off. So it maybe, but there's a good strip there that you can shoot. The 53 TP rushes me here. Luckily, actually, I got good help there and lowered his HP, so I wasn't concerned. And, was able to track him. He actually gave up here, which was the right call, though he could have cleared me if he reloaded faster. The glacial there cleared him. Thanks, buddy. For the victory there, a similar game to Moxie's, get 4792 damage, 2 kills. You see that went pretty quickly. I mean, this tank can throw up some damage and get things done. So, hey, enjoy the line. Enjoy this puppy. I'm excited to see the big fella too, the 60 TP, which I will go to next. I don't know if I'll play the 50 TP, but we'll see. And it's a good line, and I love heavies, so I'm happy about it. Good tank. Thanks for watching, everyone.